Fought the Law. Speaking of the law, that's our featured band tonight, a group called LAWE, L-A-W-E. The band LAWE was formed in Salem, Oregon by two musical friends previously in a group called the Lower Depth.
All right.
The Lower Depth existed from 1966 to 1968. And in 1969, the keyboard player, John Baxter, and the drummer, Colin Stinger, reunited to form their own hard-rockin' two-man band, and the LAWE was born.
Two-man band?
Two-man
Absolutely,
band.
folks.
Mm-hmm.
LAWE's unique sound, and it was unique, came from John Baxter's Hammond B3 organ. Now, I can tell you it had an amazing sound. The Hammond B3, one of the greatest rock and roll instruments of all time. Mm-hmm. Hammond meant it for people's living rooms, churches. Woo! Lordy, it was a great rock and roll instrument. And, of course, also Colin Stringer's amazing double bass drumming technique. Really good at it. Critics in the media would often compare a John Baxter to Lee Michaels. Great guy. Or, compare Colin to Carmine Appice. There was no need for a bass guitar player in the group, with John playing the bass notes on the organ. John and Colin handled the vocals.
LAWE kept busy traveling up and down the West Coast. They played as the opening act for many popular groups of the day, including Eric Burdon and War, the Rascals, the Youngbloods, Buddy Miles, Canned Heat, the James Gang, and many others.
Pretty good resume there.
Oh boy, is it.
Longview, Kelso area was one place they worked on a regular basis, playing fairgrounds, high school dances. And isn't that neat, the way rock and roll used to work, where you get popular in an area, Cleveland, Ohio, or wherever it is, and so you go to the high school dances, you go to the fairgrounds, everybody wants to hear you at the country fair, the county fair, the state fair. Everybody loves you. In Texas, they don't know you exist. And that is wonderful in my estimation about the way rock and roll used to bloom in the United States, and these guys took advantage of it in Longview, Kelso, Washington. They played colleges. They played things like National Guard armories, teen centers. Played several shows for Salem producer Ed Doherty and other top promoters in the Northwest. So they did disband in 1973, but came together for a reunion in the summers of 2006 and 2007, along with a musician friend, Chuck Coe, on bass guitar, formerly of the Lower Depth. And so their newer group, 2006-2007, and hey, it was only 15 years ago, was called Backstock. So you are going to hear two songs recorded at Garland Records, but unreleased. So you may be hearing them first on broadcast radio. Perugia, a band original, 1971, unreleased Garland studio recording. And Ichabod, another band original, 1971, unreleased Garland studio recording. So take it away, LAWE. That's L-A-W-E. And, dude, I didn't fight the law.
You're listening to $1 Million Weekend. 92.7.
Stand, yes, this car.
double shot. 92.7. 92.7.
I saw you in my window. I'm falling for towards you. A shadow slowly opened through eyes closed. Warmth is racing on through. I got these eyes burning. Will man everywhere we ever learn. Man turned metal into good hate. Got these eyes burned, can't escape. Yeah. Horizons filled with faces, all knowing but they don't know. We're crying for those tortures, still more come torn souls, bound behind walls. My lady, I feel you, yet can't call your name. I'm just shadows of your brain. Got these eyes burn my hands and sing, yeah. And flags are beating, laughter comes on beating. And flags are beating, laughter comes on beating. And flags are beating, laughter comes on beating.
Ho, 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 ho. Woo! That is what you call a cold ending.
Iceberg. Absolutely.
Doink!
Doink. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I've got
it. I like both of them.
I've got to say, Chuck
I'm not
said
gonna pick one.
Chuck says unique sound.
Yep.
He is 100% absolutely
How many high
correct.
school kids, college kids, whatever. Two guys, a keyboard player, and a drummer. Are you kidding me?
And they both sing.
One of them couldn't sing, or one of them wasn't that good at the
Mm-hmm.
keyboard, or one of them wasn't that good at the drums. But these guys, the drummer was great, the keyboardist was great, and they could both sing. So what happened? They get a red gumball. As you know, they disbanded in '73, but they were really big in Kelso Longview. It was a regional Northwest band, and they were really, really big.
And they sounded great.
Great. Just never went nationwide. Got the red gumball, or maybe didn't want to. Disbanded in '73.
Or maybe-
got together again in 2006.
Maybe didn't have the
2007.
right producer or whatever, or right
Maybe
support.
had kids and wanted to do. You know what I mean, Don? Sometimes
The family comes first,
I hate
or
to
something.
break it to you, but there are some things more important than baseball or stock car racing,
Right. Mhm.
or doing radio. You see what?
Yeah.
Or playing rock and roll.
I get it. Absolutely. I just got to say, we love both songs. Absolutely.
I can't pick one.
that
Sorry,
will
dude.
that will be replayed again
Yeah, it
for
will.
sure.
Awesome,
In our
awesome.
list. So there you go.
Very
the
nice.
group LAWE, a two-man band.
Unreal.
And we liked them both. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this week's featured band called LAWE. LAWE. LAWE.
All
So
right.
there you go. Let's get back to some more great music.
Let's.
92.7, 92.1.